Right, okay, so we move on to VW Pro. I wonder if Rob Carter is going to tag on to the back of this one. We'll see. But it is the electric Beetle of the current team. That's Sam Young and Jake Fronda with that dehydrated Golf R.
This is probably the quickest race you'll see that's under 100 decibels.
Yeah, good point.
Because you won't hear the electric Beetle at all. It'll just wind noise. And of course, the street exhaust on the Golf. So 8:30, the dial-in.
It'll be an 8. But
for Sam Young.
What time? 8:70, 164. And 12:45 for Jake and 112. I think Golf R's are proper cars, though. I mean, if I was not in need of something as big as I've got to tow things, I would have a Golf R without a shadow of it. Oh yeah, I love them. I've had so many Golfs over the years. I've always been a VW man. And my favourite was with the Mark II 16-valve GTI. I just loved that car. Claire didn't like it because it didn't have any power steering, but I loved it. I loved the car. Right, and it's still in existence because do number plate check, and it's still going around. It was a 1988 car, that was. Right, talking of Mark II Golfs, this is James Hodson with the championship leading Golf going alongside the Don. That is Luke Stevenson. Dial-ins are 10.99 and 11.47. $11.75. James goes to number 1. Nicely done. All right, Abby Tether and Guy Foley. So another one of these rapid Golf R's. 1280 dial-in for Abby. And the Mark IV Golf, 1152.
Two very red lights. One's 0.3 red, one's 06 red. 06 isn't very red, but...
Well, one matches the car. And, well, one breakout way ahead there. Nice run for Abby Tether, though. 12.89 on the 80 goes to number 2. But Guy breaks out by, that much. 0.28. So rather interestingly, Hazel Carter, she's probably done it deliberately, where she's put the front plate on the back and the back plate on the front. And it's Phil. I know, it's Mike Whitaker that went into the 8s with the caddy. Sorry, it was the wrong caddy. This is Phil Blogg with the deck collector VW caddy. You've got a nice little turbo under the bonnet of the 1.8 litre engine in there.
004 light for Hazel Carter.
56 and 33. Hazel Carter goes to number 1.
Do that on race day, and I think you'll win the event.
Yeah,
004.
A 00 light and 300s off your dial-in. That will do nicely.
Can we please have Junior drag bike into the pairing lanes? Junior drag bike into the pairing lanes, and on track at the minute is Jimmy.
Jimmy the Golf.
As it says from his number plate.
From my old stomping ground of, I think it's Ruislip, that this car lives. It is, yep. Thomas Webb. Jimmy the Golf. Going alongside... Oh, that's a new name to the Biohazard Lupo. That's Joe Hall. Well, I went on the first amber. That's quite a feat. $12.14 on a 10. Nicely done for Thomas. Beck goes to number 2. And 14.06 there for Joe. Oh, guess what? We've got 2 turbocharged Altereds here. I'm liking the look of this. James Gould dialing in 880, but look at the dial-in for Ben Mace, 749.
Really?
Wow. Oh, yeah, I mean, this has been in the 7s already, but nevertheless, that is staggering. I think he did his 7 on one of the Scott Newey test days.
Okay. I was going to say, I've personally never seen that altered go.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when he did it.
Get it in, Comp Eliminator. Get it done.
I think that's the target in due course. And that will worry them sick if he did.
Yeah, because not a lot of the 6-cylinder indexes have been touched. Pretty much all of the 4-cylinder ones have. So Ben Mace looking for 749. James Gould looking for 8.80.
Oh, it's a shame we're not going to get any numbers for him.
For either, actually.
What a shame. That's a shame. Because Ben Macy's run looked awesome. They'll have some data that they can go through, but unfortunately, way before the tree was set or anything, Ben just disappeared into the distance. Right, who's up next? I can hear one below us. It's Rob Carter. He has made it round. Was it ever in doubt? Come on.
What's the dial-in, though?
7.8 normally, but let's have a look.
745.
What? Really? My goodness me.
Hang on a minute. Does that mean we've got a fight going on between Rob and Ben Mace for the quickest VW Pro?
Could have. Yeah, we certainly could this weekend.
Obviously, VW Pro is a bracket class. It doesn't matter how quick you go. However...
Now, interestingly, we haven't seen Chris Waterhouse in this session with the Audi.
No.
And he's number 2 in the points. Yikes. That's a gorgeous looking run. The front wheels stay planted this time. That should be quick. 761, 184 mile an hour the stripe. Rob Carter.
As we move into VW Sportsman.
Our last class of the day to put in their first qualifiers. It's going to be is it Jerry? Yeah, Jerry Sadler and Olivia Carter. So it's the Blue Action Beetle, dialing in 1528, and Olivia Carter, who stole the car from her mum, Hazel. Wants a 1490. It doesn't seem that long ago where Olivia was taking this car for its first ever ventures down the quarter mile, and that was before she could drive on the road. It was highly entertaining, and now she's proving herself. But she did, to be fair, she did a really good job the first time she drove the car here. Full of respect to how Olivia is progressing with this car. Well, the only thing I can say is she's not going to break out on this run. Now then, Jerry, 1528 the target for him. Oh, nicely done. 1531, 300ths of a second off. And Olivia just goes through there with a 2114, but car didn't behave on the line.
Have you got a pen, Colin?
I have. Right, Thomas Webb with Jimmy the Golf. Going alongside Lorraine Large with Flossie with a 14-second dial-in.
Go on then, Colin. So, as we know...
Are we having a sweepstake on Flossie?
Yep. I've written my number down.
Okay, give me a pen. Go, Flossie. We'll find out if the dialing board slipped from a What, 4 to a 5? Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Where on earth did that come from? 1477. Unreal. Well, I was miles off.
Yeah, so was I. I said 15.
Oh, I said 1515. 1477. Oh my goodness me. What an amazing run.
Look what I wrote and scribbled out.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. You scribbled it out. We lost concentration there. 1232.
Good enough for number 2 for Thomas Webb.
Yeah.
Sorry, got a bit excited.
1477, that's like, wow. That's like 0.3 of a second quicker than she's ever been.
So, Steve Metcalf and Thomas Circuit. Steve looking for a 15.47. Thomas looking for 17.10. Steve's going to get their first 16.19 and a 17.52. They move into number 3 and number 4 spots.
All right, Jake Fronda back out once again with the Golf, this time in the VW Sportsman. He's running the same car in Pro as in Sportsman. Going alongside Nigel Gregson with Golfy McGolface. 12:45, plays 13 flat.
Jake goes red, but doesn't matter. Looking for a 12.45, goes 12.58 and a 13.48. On a 13 flat dial-in, they go into the number 2 and number 5 spots respectively.
Right, this is your points leader in VW Sportsman. It's Jordan Clark. Only leads Paul Robinson by less than a round of racing. And Nigel Gregg is just over a round further back than that. So Jordan dialing 13.99, Stuart Hodgson dialing in 15 flat. Oh, 13.98 with an 8. Jordan breaks out by less than a hundredth. 15.31 there. But oh, that was so close. Right, here we go then. Your other championship contender at the sharp end, Paul Robinson and George Miller. Pick your Audi TT, but it's the one in the Castrol lane that is the one in the championship contention. George Miller breaks out, goes too quick. Paul Robinson, though, goes to number 3 with a 14.82. All right, so Justin and Poppy, your next pair. The Golf Mark II and the Audi A3. Justin looking for 13.01. Poppy, 14.80. Right, after VW Sportsman, that is Q1 done, and we'll be going into Pro ET for qualifying session number 2. $16.43 and $14.97. All right, next up, Steve Stone with the Leon. 13 flat, his target. And Danny Bean with the Lupo, who still carries the not Reese number plate. 13.40 is what he wants. Steve Stone's going to get there first, 13.16, and not really representative, 16.29 there for Danny. Carl Goldsmith, good to see Carl back out on track with the VW Pro Corrado, alongside, this is Reese actually, Reese Finney. with Klaus Lupo. So 12.20 for Carl, breaks out by 300, it's 12.17. And a 16.44, the right side for Reese Finney, goes to number 9. Again, it's pick your TT time, and it's Polly Judge going alongside John Gallant. Polly 16.21 for her, and John wants 15.50. $16.38 and $16.74. Polly, number 5. Right, Laurie Anslow and Ross Page. $16.30 plays $12.85. $12.97 there for Ross. Nice little run there. Goes to number 2. Laurie goes... Oh, she breaks out. $16.05 goes to number 22. And it's another Audi TT matchup. They are plentiful. Kaz Waterhouse with the Menopause TT looking for $14.35. And that's Linda Thomas down there, $13.65. And I believe this is the last pair in VW Sportsman, so it's the last pair to qualify in Q1 at the National Finals. $13.77 and a $14.22 breakout for Kaz, but Linda Thomas goes to number 3. So it is Jerry Sadler that goes into the top spot for round 2, with Ross Page number 2, Linda Thomas number 3, Jake Fronda is for championship contender. Paul Robinson is in at number 5, followed by Steve Stone, Polly Judge, Poppy Hunter, Thomas Webb, and the top 10 rounded out by Stuart Hodgson. Seriously good. Right, we move on to a VW Pro. Okay, James Gould with the Team Militia VR6 Altered. It does actually have body panels on it, but it does look in a funny sort of way. It looks like a funny car without a body on it. But it is a proper Altered. Going alongside Sam Young with BC4, of course, Blackcurrant for the Electric Beetle, 828. If they hit that, that'll be a PB. And yep, the car is totally street legal. Proved it by going through the full-blown SVA test as well.
Whoa, James Gould moving all over the place in his lane. Sam Young long gone to an 808!
Oh my God!
8.08 at 165 miles an hour. Wow.
Oh, they have smashed their PB by over 0.2 of a second and oh so close to a 7. That was phenomenal. Undramatic again. No wheel spin. A to B. Planted. Wow. Oh, gosh, gobs. This has been a jaw-dropping session this turned into. Funny Bike made us gawp, but that was out of this world. 808. Whew.
Please give them a round of applause as they go back to the pits. That's outstanding.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
They are right at the knife edge of what you can do with EVs, let alone EVs in motorsport.
Oh, it was amazing. Breath back. Right, Hazel Carter, your number 1 qualifier, going alongside number 2 qualifier, James Hodson. 12:32, plays 11:04. Can we have Junior Drag Bike into the lanes, please? Junior Drag Bike. Oh, James Hodson breaks out by 200ths. Hazel Carter goes 12:51. No help for her. She's already number 1. As we look at our next pair, it is the Don. It is Luke Stevenson. Taking on Jake Fronda with the Golf R. Luke wants 11:74, and Jake was 12:50. Well, credit where credit's due. Luke's done a cracking little job with this car, with his team. The car was built on a budget. He's got as many friends involved as possible, and the car is in the 11-second zone.
Oh, Jake flickering the bulb. 001 red for Luke.
Oh, 11:71 breakout for Luke. That was tight, but Jake Fronda goes from 5 to 2, a 12:54 on the 12:50 dial-in. All right, Phil Blogg with the caddy, 11:45. And it's Joe Hall with a Biohazard Lupo, 12:20. Time now, 20 to 7 in the evening. We've still got Supercomp, Outlaw Flat 4, Comp Bike, Junior Drag Bike, Sportsman ET and VW Sportsman to go today.
So Joe Hall and Phil Blogg up next. Joe looking for a 12.20, Phil looking for an 11.45. I'm still trying to pick my jaw up from Sam Young's run. Someone's misfiring and not happy at all. Phil goes through with an 11.22 breakout and a 12.01 breakout as well.
They might have been popping and banging, but they both broke out. So they both went quicker than they thought they would.
So Ben using the 20 valve turbo setup. In the Bantam Malted. First one of its kind in the UK. Little models like these are used in Comp Eliminator in the States. Well, pretty much every other car is one of these. All with different combinations, but this is R1 in the UK, owned by Ben Mace. Still looking for a 7.49. Building up the boost. Well, it's not going to be a 7. Yeah, 1070 issues there, unfortunately. Looking for a 965, and that's a meaningful launch from the Audi. Across the line goes 957 breakout at 150.454 mile an hour, sorry. Yeah, breakout unfortunately for Chris Waterhouse.
Just waiting for the dial-ins to come up. Guy is looking for 11.23 and Abby is 12.80. $12.07, $12.89. Well, only 900 off Abby, but she stays number 4. No, that was really cool. Slight improvement on the ET. Right, last one in the class for this session then, Rob Carter. Let's see how he gets on then. Target time 7:45. That's a lovely looking launch. Straight as you like. It's a 7, but what variety are you going to get? 756, 187 miles an hour. The strike there for Rob Carter. Stays number 5. Move into VW Sportsman. 24 cars put in runs in Q1 for VW Sportsman. And your first pair here, John Crawford. He's about to make it 25. And Polly Judge, currently number 7 on a 16. Well, oh, John missed a shift there. 16.55, yeah, it's handed up. Polly Judge, though, up to number 2 with that one, 16.29. Very nice indeed. Right, John Gallant with the Takacat 2. And Laurie Anslow. Well, then 1650 plays 1596. Well, Laurie's going to get there first. Does it with the 1632 to a 1701. Laurie moves up to number 11. And John 15. All right. 2 Beetles. 2 Blue Beetles. That must be Lawrence Clark and Jerry Sadler then. Sorry, Jordan Clark. Obviously remembering Lawrence Clark, who used to drive the Thunderbug Beetle. Did a good job of it. And now Jordan piloting the car. $13.87 is the target. 14.01. And Jerry 15.80 on a 15.28. He's already got the number 1 though with the 15.31, so that run didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to. Right, George Miller with the Sonic Audi going alongside Stu Hodgson with Strip Poker the Beetle. 14.30 and 15.10. George 14.56 and a 15.86 on the other side. Right, next up already Poppy Hunter and Steve Stone. 1 Audi A3 and 1 Seat Leon. All right, Steve Stone's going to get there first. How close to a 13? Not bad. 13.30 stays number 8. Poppy stays number 9. Going a 15.02 on that 14.70 dial-in. Right, points leader Paul Robinson up against Reese Finney here. 14.69 plays 16 flat. Actually, it's not the points leader. Paul Robinson is less than a round of racing behind Jordan Clark. Jordan is your points leader coming into this event. Paul stays 6, but Reese moves up to number 8 with a 16.16 on a 16 flat. And you know, we were talking about runs of the day earlier on. How about this one from from Lorraine Large, the biggest breakout that she could possibly imagine. She does 14.95. I don't think that's quick enough. I think she could go quicker here. Jake Fronda looking for a 12.49. Oh, 15.02. Lorraine Large goes to number 2. Oh, my goodness me. Trev, what have you fed her on this weekend? Whatever it is, it's working. Well done, mate. The nightmare of an inconsistent car continues, but who cares? She's PB'd and she's number 2. Right, Ross Page and Justin Foley. 12.85 plays 13.01. it's up to number 13 there. With a 1328, 1370 on the other side. Right. Steve Metcalf with the Blue Steel Beetle. Going alongside Danny Bean with the Lupo. It's 1547 playing 1340. They are 19 and 21 respectively. Well, Danny's going to get there first with the 1433 no help on one spot. But Steve Metcalf moves up to number 9 from 19. Nicely done. Topham Circuit with a Lupo. And it's Kaz Waterhouse with the Audi TT. 1740 plays 14 flat, so it should be Kaz Waterhouse to the top end first. It is 14:59, and Tom goes 20:02. Not quite what he was looking for there, but Cass moved up 5 spots to number 20. How about Nigel Gregson with Golfy McGolface? And new name, Dominic Crawford. That's not Dominic Crawford, I don't think. That is actually Top Fuel Carl. Goes 12:54, 123. I'm sure Dominic Crawford appreciated the shout out, but I think the number was wrong. 1699 on the other side, but yeah, that was Carl.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if he was running in VW Pro instead.
Nah. Linda Thomas. Thomas Webb, your next pair. $13.65 and $12.24. No help for those two. Right, Olivia Carter.
Will be your last car down the track today.
Wow. We've got it done. Just approaching 5 to 8 in the evening here at Santapod, the home of European drag racing. And this is day 1 of 3 completed. And it's Olivia Carter with Patricia the Passat to wrap things up for us today. 14.90 is the target. As she gets to the top end, she runs a 1480 breakout. But it's a PB. Who cares? Well done. Oh, it's going to be a happy camp indeed in the Carter, I was going to say household, but pit hole, isn't it? Yeah. So well done to them. And that was a challenging day for our track crew, obviously. We lost a lot of time to the weather conditions this morning, but it turned into a very good day indeed. Lots of good runs, a lot of entertainment, lots of good times up here.
Okay, just to add some context to this video, unfortunately, due to the amount of rain that was going to be coming in on the Sunday of the national finals, an emergency meeting was formed with all the racers, and it was decided that qualifying was going to end there. So we are now into eliminations. The pairings have been done. It is time to close out the 2024 championship in VW Pro and VW Sportsman.
Oh, no, he can, because he's...
VW Pro.
Right, James Gould, James Hodson. Your first pair in VW Pro.
Battle of the James. So the 6-cylinder altered in the Kestrel beer lane, taken on the front-wheel drive Mark II Golf. 11.00 the dialing for the Golf. 9.00 the dial. He's going to have to wait for 2 seconds before he can go.
Oh, this could be interesting. Thought so. Yeah, James Gould takes win. An 0.2 light to a 0.27 for James Hodson. James Hodson got there second and broke out. Tells you how good James Gould was there. Now, the reason I said that was interesting, I thought that was going to happen. Let's have a look at this. James Hodson was your points leader, and he's out in round number 1. Now we've got to see how everything else pans out. Hazel Carter is third in the points, and she is now going through. She was number 1 qualifier. So it's all still to play for in VW Pro. Well, basically Hazel Carter has to win the event. But she did qualify number 1, so well, let's see what happens. And now the other guy in contention, we'll just get this up on the, it's Chris Waterhouse. Right, oh my word, I mean, one of the highlights of yesterday, without a shadow of a doubt.
Look at the dialing.
Whoa, 7.99 darling. Going alongside Jake Fronda, 12.49. Whoever gets this gets a bye in round 2. Thing is, though, for Jake, you won't hear it coming.
No.
It'll just be this whoosh when it goes by. It will go by. It's whether the case it's before or after the finish line. Beautiful looking run again. 8.04, 164. That's another PB. 12.61. It's also a round win for Sam as well. Let's not forget that. Lou's up there, 12.61, 112, but 8.04.
Please stay tomorrow. Do it.
Well, they've got another round. They get a bye in the next round, so it could happen then. Who knows? But they are really going for it this weekend. They have found the combination. Unbelievable, but good team, very good team.
So Phil Blogg with the caddy looking for 10.99.
Should have been alongside Ben Mace with that incredible altered, but
It's there.
Is it there? Is it?
Well, I heard it fire. I saw it in the
Oh, he's
pyramids.
behind us. Yeah, he's down there. He's in the burnout box. It's an amazing vehicle. It really is.
I was hoping it was there because I saw it in the pairing lanes, and I really, really wanted to see this thing get a time on the board. Or representative time, shall I say?
Well, the Dyna is 7.49. Going alongside Phil Blogg with the debt collector caddy, 10.99. 3.5 second difference on the tree.
Something beneath the tower is making a really bizarre noise. So 3.5 seconds difference on the tree between these two. The caddy will be leaving first.
.105 to 60. Wow. 771, only 145. It's off the gas at the top end. You can see he was, well, a 3 second reaction time. He was more interested in the numbers than actually taking a round win there. But Phil Blogg goes through. Right, next up then, Luke Stevenson with the Don. And he is going alongside Chris Waterhouse. Don't forget, Chris is second in VW Pro Championship points. Luke is in his way. And I think if Chris Waterhouse makes the final, he can take the championship.
Where will he meet Hazel Carter
in
then?
the final.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
we're going to have a race for the
But
championship
no,
in the
it won't
final.
be, because if Chris makes the final, that's it.
Okay.
Hazel can't overtake. No, the only way that Hazel can win it, and I still don't know if this is confirmed, because obviously qualifying points in, Hazel has to win the event. Chris needs to go out, like, in the first 2 rounds. That's why we got the professor of Simon Groves in the background working the points out at home. Well, to continue, he has to get past Luke here. He's on the brake lights, and he takes it. 9.86 to lose that 11.75. Oh, good run there for Luke. But Chris Waterhouse was on it with an 07 light. So he continues. Next up then, Guy Foley and Abby Tether. 2 Golfs, different vintages. Oh, problems there for Guy. Looks like there's a small fluid leak underneath the car. So it's a solo then for Abby Tether with the Golf R. Seen something. I'll let you know in a minute if and when it happens. So Abby Tether is through.
So Rob Carter in the Kestrel Beer Lane, probably one of the only people to not run a PB in the first round of Street Eliminator. But he's back round now for first round of VW Pro, dials 7.50. Joe Hall in the other lane, dials 11.99.
Here comes Percy. Well, there goes Percy. 7.54 and a 7.50 dialing takes the win. A big breakout there for Joe Hall. Despite the 0.8 reaction time, went 11.67. Way too quick. Right, we move on to VW Sportsman.
And how about this for your first matchup? It's a heads-up race, 14.80 the dial-ins for both Olivia Carter and Poppy Hunter.
Well, Olivia went into the 14s yesterday. Congrats to the team. And, of course, to Olivia. Well, that was visible. But looks like problems for Olivia, whether she's missed the shift or what, I don't know, but Poppy Hunter is now out in front. Oh, Poppy Hunter, 1480 with a 1 on a 1480 dial. Very, very well done indeed. And Olivia Carter, 1734, but I'm pretty sure that the gears weren't all in sync then. Right, Steve Metcalf and John Gallant up next. It's the Blue Steel Baja against the Tucker Cat 2, the Audi TT. I think a quarter of the, no, maybe even more. I think there's 8 Audi TTs in VW Sportsman this weekend, yeah. John's on the brakes and takes the win. No, he doesn't. He breaks out by 0.4 of a second. Wow. Steve Metcalf takes the win there, 15.56 on a 15.50. John Gallant on the brakes, still breaks out. Don't quite know how that happened. Nigel Gregson should have been taking on Jordan Clark. Well, I got Jordan there. But where is Golfy McGoldface? That's the question. He's not there, so it's going to be a solo then for Jordan. So Dial's 13.99 and gets a 14.11. Carl Goldsmith, Top Fuel Carl as we like to call him, going alongside Paul Robinson with the Audi TT. Now then, as you said a moment ago, Paul Robinson needs to stay in here as Jordan Clark has already gone through. He's very tight in the points chase for VW Sportsman. Got to give a big shout out to the sponsors, of course, for VW Sportsman. And of course VW Pro, all of the VW sponsors. There is a lot of them. Headline sponsors are Darkside Developments, DH Automotive, RTMG Performance, CG Motorsport Performance Clutches, Coated Race Bearings, R-Tech Performance, Hangar 30 and Pro Race Engineering. And shock of all shocks, Paul Robinson goes red. No matter what Carl Goldsmith does now, he breaks out, but Paul Robinson also breaks out as well. But goodness me, Paul Robinson is out. Right, associate sponsors for the DWDRC are WRP, ASD Fuel Tech Dealer, European Front Wheel Drive, 32 Racing Wheels, the Volks Workshop, Renegade Race Fuels, BJ Bates Electrical, GP Turbos and Harvey Property Developments. Big thanks to all of those as we continue now with Jake Fronder and Tom Circuit. There goes Tom. A dial of 1730 and Jake Fronder sets off with a dial-in of 1255. Jake Fronder takes that 1280 to lose that 1769 win margin of 0.2. George Miller, Sonic, the Audi TT, taking on Lorraine Large with Flossie the Beetle.
$15.20 the dial in for Flossie. Junior Dragster into the pairing lanes, please. Junior Dragster into the pairing lanes.
Oh, Lorraine goes red. Oh, George Miller, though. Perfect light. Go on, Lorraine. Let's give us a 14. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh, 15.19. But it's a 14.92. It's a win. Trev, I'll call Lorraine out tomorrow. My Q7 against the Beetle if you're still here. How about that? I ain't got a clue what mine I run, but it'd be a laugh.
I'll do the dial-ins.
Okay, Laurie Angelo, Linda Thomas. All right, so there goes Laurie looking for a 16.10. Linda looking for a 13.65. Oh, 16.22, but not good enough. 13.83. Linda Thomas takes that by 0.7 at the stripe. Holly Judge, Justin Foley. It's halfway to hell. TT taking on the Mark II Golf. Well, there goes Polly. And off in pursuit goes Justin. Oh, they both, no. Polly's on the brakes, takes it, 16.37, nicely judged. I know they've called that car Halfway to Hell, but I think they should have called it Perfectly Judged.
Ooh, that is a good one.
So, all right, Stu Hodgson with Strip Poker, taking on Ross Page with the Golf. $15.49 plays $12.85.
So how many cars does, not race cars, does Stu Hodgson own?
I've got no idea.
Because he's got Strip Poker, he's got this one, his missus has got the Corrado. A few.
Well, 15.49, 12.85. The win light goes to 12.91. Ross Page takes that one by 0.8 of a second. Well done to Ross. All right, next up, Danny Bean and Steve Stone. Looks like they were doing the dialing on the back window when the car was moving. Look. The 4's got quite a long tail on it. Yeah, it's the Leon on the Lupo. Only 0.15 of a second difference between these two, so although Steve, his side of the tree runs second, this could be pretty close all the way up the track. Both away. Breakout for Steve Stone, got there first by 0.7, but broke out, so the win. Going the other way to Danny Bean.
So Jerry Sadler on a bye, virtue of being number one qualifier. Looking for 15.28. Across the line goes 15.43.
Yeah, so Reese Finney, Kaz Waterhouse, this pair. 16.10 plays 14.90. 1.2 second difference on the tree. And it is Reese Finney takes out 16.69 to lose out 15.58. So well on to Reese. All right, last pair. Thomas Webb, John Crawford. Which Golf is it going to be? 16.10 for the Crawford Motorsport entry, and Jimmy the Golf looking for 12.40.
Well, John's still ahead going past 1,000 foot, but brake
Both
lights
on the
come
brakes.
on.
Oh, that was well judged by Thomas Webb there. 12.45 on a 12.40. Took the strike by 0.3 and the win, of course. Well done to young Thomas. And subject to confirmation, I think Jordan Clark has just taken the VW Sportsman Championship. Again, we will wait for confirmation, but with his nearest contender going out in round number 1, then I think that's a done deal. Nigel Gregg not here, and Paul Robinson out in round number 1.
Oh my God! Where's the rain come from?